From holodecks to Hollow Knight, nerds like a lot of things, but there's something they love above all else, and that is correcting people. This is Actually. Joining us today, we have Caldwell Tanner.
Hi.
We have Jess Ross.
Hello.
And a very special fan guest all the way from Chicagoland. It's Alyssa Rousonelos.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Really great to have you out here. That's right, we're doing these very special fan episodes where fans like you can play with us. If you didn't know about this, you gotta get on the Discord. We've been beating this drum. I don't know what to tell you. Pay attention. That's right, it's your fault. It's always your fault here on Actually. Well, you all know how to play. If you at home are watching this for the first time, this is a stack of statements. These are false statements, but the things you know and love. It's up to our contestants to find the thing that's wrong and correct me. All your corrections must be preceded by the phrase, actually. I won't give you the point unless I forget that that's the one rule of this game, and then I accidentally give you a point and then have to double back on myself. I'm sorry. Secondly, you can interrupt me whenever you want. As soon as you hear what's wrong, buzz in, tell me what's wrong. That's it. How's everyone feeling? A little nerves, a little confidence?
I'm feeling extremely nervous.
Oh. I don't know what to feel.
Yeah, great. From nihilism to nervous, we've got it all.
What a spectrum.
Our first question is about Star Wars.
All right.
Droid is a catch-all term for an extremely diverse array of sentient robots, ranging from the small and boxy MSE-6 mouse droid to the humanoid E-3PO. Originating with the ancient Rakatan Empire, droids are older than the Jedi Order itself. Yes, Alyssa?
Actually, it's C-3PO.
Now, we did this just to be mean. C-3PO is a real droid, but there is also an E-3PO.
Knew it.
Just to kind of try to throw you off. Yes, E-3PO is a real droid.
Why would you do that? She came all the way from Chicago.
I know, I'm sorry. That's not gonna stop me from being tricky.
You're a little imp, you know?
The Renaissance era. Not the era that you mentioned.
Not quite so long time ago.
It's Renaissance era instead
no.
of the era that you
Excuse
said.
me.
Yes,
Excuse me,
yes,
I buzzed in.
Caldwell, yes.
Actually, I believe that 3PO classifies himself as a cyborg when he says human-cyborg relations.
That's interesting. He does say that, but he's not a cyborg.
He's not a cyborg at all.
Is C3, unless...
Does he have a heart?
Oh my God, does he have a human brain in there? Did we pull the whole thing open?
It's Anakin's
Star Wars
brother.
Celebration is in 2 weeks, guys.
Oh my God, we have to alert the press. C3PO has a human mind. Let him free.
He's trapped.
No. I'm gonna say no one got this.
Yeah, that's a
unless,
toughie.
unless Star Wars is hiding something from us about C3PO's origins. Droids didn't originate in the Rakatan Empire. They're actually from even before the Rakatan Empire.
Get out.
So they are perhaps older than 25,000 years old within the Star Wars universe, which means droids have just been kicking around forever. Like these almost immortal, ancient technology. It's like the wheel, fire, artificial intelligence stomping around that have seen
robots.
everything. Yeah.
They're like computer vampires.
Well, so you have read the original
Yeah.
Bible, the George
Yeah,
Lucas.
well, no, it was an Anne Rice book.
Yeah, an interview with a droid.
It really puts R2-D2's little beeps into a new context.
Yeah.
Just crying out,
Yeah.
trying to get people to acknowledge.
Oh, just doesn't like this at all.
I feel pain.
Yeah, that's why they don't subtitle it at all. It's just most of the stuff he's saying is a real downer. Well, that is no point for anyone on that one,
Cool,
but
all
gosh,
right.
did we have fun. And we go to our next question. It's about Disney's Aladdin. Genie, whose true name is never revealed, is the only character in Aladdin animated with 4 fingers instead of 5, a stylistic choice to make Genie feel more cartoonish and otherworldly.
That's a fun fact. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yes, Jess?
I don't think Genie's the only one with 4 fingers. What about Apu? How many fingers does he
The
have?
lovable 8.
I don't think Apu has 4. That's not what we're going for, but I didn't count Apu's fingers, to be fair. So we'll get our fact checker to make sure
Can we get
that I
on
didn't
this? How
misstate
many
this.
fingers does Apu
Finger
have?
check.
But you have hit on the right thing, which is that that he's not the only character with 4 fingers. So I'll give you the point unless someone else can tell me who the character is. Alyssa?
Actually, Jafar only has 4 fingers.
No.
No?
Caldwell.
Actually, if you count the thumb, he has 5 fingers.
Yeah, I'm not counting my thumb.
I'm one of those guys.
Yeah, I mean, true to the spirit of the show, but not what we're going for. Do we have any?
So she's right, actually, even though it's not what we're saying.
Holy.
Oh, yes!
Bravo.
Great.
Take my
well,
buzzer. Just take it.
Thank you. Oh, me, I'm sorry.
Actually, the carpet has no fingers.
Wait, if you count the tassels, though, that's several little fingers. Think about it.
Gosh. Well, now I got to figure out what to do here.
Alyssa
You were
said
correct.
actually.
You didn't say actually. You said actually, and you also said something that's technically correct. Although carpet doesn't have hands. Dude. Well,
Well, if you look at the fan art I did of the carpet as a human,
yeah.
a lot of fingers.
Well, I got to figure out what's the most fair here.
I guess we should battle it out.
I guess you just battle it out. I'm gonna give it to Alyssa because that is technically true, and you didn't say I'm actually Jess, which is the one rule, and I have to. I
I'm a
can't.
bit of a rebel.
I
you
can't
know?
let that slide.
Yeah.
Diamond
so
in the
we'll give it to
rough.
Alyssa. So we'll give a point for Alyssa. That wasn't what I was going for. The other human-ish character who has 4 fingers is the merchant at the opening of the thing. Because that is in an older version that was going to be revealed to be Genie, sort of in disguise. Although that scene was later cut.
That's good.
But so at least in the version we see, there are 2 figures: the Genie and the merchant at the opening and closing it. All right, we'll move on to our next question. This is about Fullmetal Alchemist. The Elric brothers are both immensely talented alchemists. Edward, a state alchemist for the military, can perform alchemy without an alchemical transmutation circle. Alphonse has his own claim to fame, though. He lacks a physical body, and instead is a soul bonded to a suit of metal armor, earning him the nickname Full Metal.
Actually, Führer King Bradley gave Edward Elric the title Fullmetal Alchemist due to his automail arm and leg.
Yes, fine. You're so. I was waiting for even more because you were so exasperated by what I had said.
I self-regulated myself. I could have gone on.
Do you want to go on?
I mean, do we want to talk about Brotherhood or the original animated series or perhaps the OVA movie? I mean, it's up to us, you know? What do we want to do?
Well, yeah, this is kind of a gimme if you're familiar with the series, because this is something they even point out within the series itself, that the character who is, in fact, a full metal suit of armor is not the one who is called the Full Metal Alchemist.
Some really advanced humor on display in the series. They joke about that, and then the fact that Edward is short.
Look, you take your comedy where you can, I guess, you know? Great, well, we'll go on. We're gonna move on to, this is a new thing we're doing with them, actually. This is a fan-submitted question.
Cool.
So this is from one of you out there. In fact, this is from Baron Coop, or perhaps Baron Co-op. I'm not sure where it is. There's no hyphen. Either seems possible. But here's a question from Baron Coop. This is about WreckIt Ralph. Ralph may come from the fictional video game Fix-It Felix, but his support group, Badanon, is populated with villains. Yes, Caldwell what?
Actually, it's Fix-It Felix Jr.
That's correct. Is it your victory?
That's my little victory dance I
Victory
do.
dance. Well, I couldn't even finish the question, but that is part of it.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I thought that might have been a dance from
I
the
was
movie.
about to jump in with the same thing.
That's why I feel bad. I feel like, you know, you're a guest here. I should be giving you more of a fair shake.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I mean, you have to defend your job.
Yes.
True.
Because otherwise I will steal it.
It's true. I lose my job, all jobs, if I lose here today.
We're gonna move on to our first shiny question of the game, and this is a game that I maybe thought I shouldn't do because I think you've done it every time you've come on. This is a game called Fictionary. But I decided I wanted to because Alyssa is also an artist, animator in training, so it felt very appropriate that we should play this game. So the way this works is I'm gonna give you the name of a creature from folklore or myth or something, and it'll be up to you to draw that creature to the best of your ability. I won't be judging the quality of the drawing. I'll be looking more for like things that are like key components of this. If you get enough of them, you get close enough.
I've already drawn a Wendigo.
Okay, well, you're way behind then because that's not what I'm about to say.
Fair enough.
Your creature is Zaratan.
Oh, okay.
Jess is giggling to herself. She's gonna draw something inappropriate.
Oh, the anatomy is lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Alyssa's locking in the drawing.
I just have to draw the udder.
Oh, wait, I almost heard that.
The udder.
No.
Yeah, I forgot my udders too, so I better get back
You almost
in
forgot the
here.
udder.
Okay.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at these lovely drawings. Caldwell, we'll start with you, and we'll work
Okay.
our way down the line.
Okay, so I beware, viewer, for this sight might shock you. Behold, the Zerutan.
Tell us about the Zerutan.
Okay, so the Zerutan, classical creep. You don't want, obviously, sneaks into your cupboard, steals all your powders
Yeah.
so that they can produce milk from their udder.
Okay.
They love to, like, if you get like a cocoa, they'll make like a cocoa with that. It just comes right out there.
Okay, and this seems to be a crab flipping the bird with a cat face and, and an udder.
Well, that's when it gets caught. It goes like, ah! Give me your powder.
All right, well, this is pretty far, although there is maybe one element that I could count, but I don't think I'm going to. Well, let's see how everyone else does.
Okay.
Jess, let's
Yeah,
see what you
okay,
got.
so this is Zerutan.
Can we
He's,
Ooh.
yeah, so we all know him from,
what do we know him from, Jess?
from Pokemon. He's a robot who likes to go to the beach.
Is he trying to get a tan?
He is, but that's kind of the thing. Almost going back to the C-3PO stuff, he can't because he's a robot.
That's tragic.
So he goes to the beach every day and tries to get a tan. He has little abs, and this is to get different TV shows.
That seems pretty good.
And the sun is his enemy in this world, as we all know.
Did he draw the abs on himself?
No, his creator did.
All
That's
right,
beautiful.
well, this is pretty far.
Pretty far from being wrong.
Pretty far from. Yeah, that's what
Actually,
that's what I mean when I say pretty far. But let's take a look at what Alyssa has here.
Okay.
So here we have, from the Renaissance era, it secretes paint from its udders
Okay.
and uses its tail to create works of art. Also, it just has big, stupid eyes.
And so it's like a Smeargle situation.
Yes, very much.
Just bring that.
yeah, I
This way,
want to
please.
see.
Ah!
Oh!
That looks like something you'd see like on the side of a building in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Zerutan was here.
But in the 1470s, not the 1970s.
Yeah,
Precisely,
It's
so
the
sorry.
Renaissance. It's from the Renaissance
The
era.
Renaissance
This is,
era.
if you look closely at the top of the Sistine Chapel, actually, this is there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these are all pretty far from the correct answer, but why don't we go ahead and take a look at what it should look like before we make any judgments here. Here's Zerutan.
Oh, it's like Torterra.
Yeah, well, yes,
Yeah.
The key feature I'm looking for is this is like a city or a full ecosystem on the back of what is usually a turtle, sometimes Caldwell, a crab, but usually a turtle. That's it for this preview of Actually. If you enjoyed it, I have good news. There's a lot more of it over on Dropout. Go to dropout.tv and start your free trial today. And fun fact, I'm not wearing any pants right now. I'm gonna give you a name of something from sci-fi or fantasy. First person who can spell it correctly will get the point. Your word is Daenerys Targaryen.